the word jazz, I believe in that. We believe in the music. We believe in the power and the spirituality and the magic of this music and the power. And we just keep our heads down and we try to do the best we can every time we get a chance to represent this music, whether it's verbally or musically. Just coming down here to the museum makes you believe.
I think this whole street, this whole 18th and Vine area, you know, it's a connection. You know, you have with the place and the people around us.
Good evening. I'm Stephanie Smith, Vice Chair of the Board of Directors at the American Jazz Museum.
And I'm Gene Agee, Chair of the AJM Board of Directors. In recognition of COVID, Stephanie and I are both wearing masks. We realize the impact that COVID has had on our artists across the country. She and I have both been tested, and we're going to remove our masks so that you can see us and we can speak to you.
Thank you for joining us tonight for Believe in AJM, our first annual celebration of the great American art form that is jazz, the musicians who brought it to life, and the performers who keep jazz music alive today.
We would give anything to be spending this time with you in person, sitting closely together at the Blue Room, sipping on your favorite drink, and enjoying the soothing sounds of our Kansas City jazz legends. And we know that soon we'll be able to do that again. But for now, we are grateful for this rare opportunity to crowd around the Blue Room stage from the comfort of our own homes.
And Gene, did you know that we have friends tuning in from living rooms all across the U.S. right now? To those of you who are joining us from Washington State, New York, Texas, Maryland, California, Florida, and more, we are so excited to be sharing one of our favorite kind of KC evenings with you.
So Stephanie, what can folks expect to see tonight?
Well, Gene, the next hour is a celebration of jazz across generations. We'll follow along as the story continues to unfold between Lonnie McFadden and Bobby Watson. We're also going to see live music tonight, some of the first performances in the Blue Room since the pandemic began. And I'm very excited for everyone to meet Rashida Phillips, who will be giving us a sneak peek of what the future holds for AJM.
Stephanie, I'm curious, why the name Believe in AJM?
Well, Gene, every jazz legend got their start because someone believed in them. For Charlie Parker, one of his first big gigs was performing with the Count Basie Orchestra at the Reno Club. Did you know that Joe Johnson, Basie's drummer, threw a cymbal at him for how badly he played? Even still, Parker came back better than ever. 100 years later, we believe in Bird, and we hope that all those joining us tonight will continue to believe in AJM as we approach 25 years on the 18th and Vine with bigger than ever dreams and a whole lot of purpose.
I love it. Thanks again to all of you here with us tonight. We hope you enjoy the show.
Jazz is innovation because, like, whenever people in the history of jazz, if you go back and look at it, each period, whenever the style became mainstream, all the people who we revere, like Charlie Parker, John Coltrane, Count Basie, and those people, they were very innovative for their time because they were constantly staying ahead of the curve, ahead of the wave. For me, that's what I kind of focus on, is just like keep staying in now, but like always looking back and just trying to keep going forward. I've been listening to an album, To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar, and there was a lot of socially conscious things on it that really resonated with me. I was like, man, this would work for a big band, you know, like, and I was like, all right, like, I'm gonna do this in my big band. Like, I'm gonna find somebody to rap. Brass and Bougie, we are an 18-piece big band with 2 people rapping in front of it. We performed it at the Blue Room with my regular big band stuff, and then we did All Right, and like everybody was like really into it. But if God got us, then we gon' be all right. We gon' be all right. That's how it started. It was literally right there at the Blue Room. The Blue Room is super important to the culture of not only Kansas City, but as the world is looking at Kansas City as a jazz city. If we don't have a place like the Blue Room to foster that type of creativity and innovation, then the music will be stagnant. The nature of jazz is to never stay stagnant, right? It's to always keep going forward.
Playing with a dancer like Lonnie, because like I was telling Lonnie, when I watch his feet move, I don't have to think about chords or changes. I get all my ideas from his feet, you know, and that's really what frees you up.
No, it was likewise, because I'm listening to you play, and that's what it's. Well, he said it already, a conversation, and that's what was fun for me.
He has a natural way of phrasing.
Yeah.
You know, I can tell he's listened to a lot of music, and I know he comes from a musical family.
Wow.
So I thought that was pretty cute when you threw in that Misty lick on 4, man.
Thank you.
You trying to show out, man.
That was slick.
That was slick, man.
Next level,
Yeah. And here is the old veteran.
Come on.
How old now? 21.
Wow.
The old veteran. At 21. Very proud of you too, man.
Oh yeah, you're starting to tell stories now. Yeah, you're not just playing changes. I mean, I'm hearing what you're doing, and I'm loving it, because that's the school of thought I come from, to tell a story, and you start to do it.
One thing that's still a constant in this world, and that's experience and hands-on, on-the-job training. You know, so that's what Lonnie and myself and people of my generation are trying to do, is to give them a little bit of the flavor.
The more you learn, the more time you spend, the more you live it, the better you can express, whether I'm trying to tap dance or trying to play the trumpet. I'm a consistent student of the game, so to speak, and I'm always listening.
my dad introduced me to jazz, I was like 6 years old. You know, I was a little kid, just, you know, playing around on the cornet, you know, having a good time. And my dad said, you gotta have a deeper connection with this music. You know, it's not like pop where you can just sing it off the top of your head. You know, jazz is a part of you.
You know, I was very fortunate to have Bobby as my mentor from an early age, around Charles's age. You know, I was 16, and I'm very fortunate also to have Lonnie. You know, he taught me a lot of bandstand experience. Charles has this better, you know, as well. It takes a village. You know, it's not just the people that are in this room. It's a community. Quite frankly, we're blessed to have the people that are here to, you know, pass the torch and teach us. When I think of Believe in AJM, I think of, you know, 18th and Vine and the music community of Kansas City more than anything.
I almost tear up listening to you guys talk about what this area means to you, because you get it. And thank God that during my lifetime I had a chance to see it turn into this, because that is the authentic history. That is the real deal. That is who we are. That is who we are as Kansas Cityans. There's so many influences before us who believed in me. God, it's like Bobby said, it started at home. And my father not bought me a trumpet in the pawn shop when I was 10 years old, and then after I got better, bought me started at home. So yeah, they definitely believed in that I was trying to do something. And yeah, at home, you know.
To me, one of the most enjoyable experiences that I have here working at the American Jazz Museum is I have an opportunity to meet some of the greatest people, I mean, from all over the country. One of the things that we do here at the Jazz Museum is First Friday. First Friday is one of those days where the community all come out and they bring their little goods and stuff and they sell them. And they get a chance to be a force of talking to one another, engaging with one another. We have storytelling too. Storytelling where the young kids come in and they get a chance to listen to some great artists. Schools come in, they get a chance to go through the museum, visit the museum. It educates them and it shows them the history, the culture, the music itself about jazz. There's nothing in the world when you make someone happy, especially when they're visiting your city, you know. And I just get a joy out of it. I mean, I just get tickled to death, you know, and I just love it. You know, it's my kind of thing.
Hi everybody, Christian McBride here. It is a true honor for me to participate in this event for the American Jazz Museum. The American Jazz Museum is one of my favorite places in the world and one of my favorite cities in the world. And shout out to one of my favorite people in the world, Rashida Phillips, who is now the head of the American Jazz Museum. I look forward to seeing what all you guys have in store for the world in 2021 and beyond. In the meantime, remember, believe in the American Jazz Museum.
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. You have the cool, clear eyes of a seeker of wisdom and truth. Yet there's that upturn and the grin of impetuous youth. I believe in you. I believe in you. I hear the sound judgment whenever you talk loud and clear. Yet there's that bold, brave spring of a tiger that quickens your walk. Ooh, I believe in you. I believe in you. And when my faith in a fellow man, oh, but falls apart, I've got to feel your hand grasping mine, and I take heart to see the cool, clear eyes of a seeker of wisdom and truth. Yet there's that slam, bang, tang, reminiscent of gin and vermouth. I believe in you. I believe in you.
Thank you, Charles Williams, for that beautiful accompaniment. Good evening. My name is Rashida Phillips, and I'm the new Executive Director of the American Jazz Museum. We hope that you've been enjoying this remarkable night of music with us and know that even through this trying time, we can still find a way to come together, believe in and support local and national musicians and the arts. Since 1997, the American Jazz Museum has been rooted in celebrating and exhibiting the experience of jazz as an original American art form through performance, exhibition, education, and research at one of the country's jazz crossroads, here at 18th and Vine in Kansas City, Missouri. Over these past 20-plus years, we've welcomed hundreds of thousands of visitors eager to learn more about the district, Kansas City, the sound, and how artists like Charlie Parker, Jay McShann, Mary Lou Williams, Big Joe Turner, Benny Moten, Count Basie, Coleman Hawkins, Lester Young, Ahmed Al-Adine, Ida Macbeth, Lonnie McFadden, and Bobby Watson, to name a few, transformed jazz and more music to come. For his 100th year centennial, we've been celebrating the genius of KC's own Charlie Parker, or Bird as he's affectionately known, in our special exhibition, Saxophone Supreme. We've also been thrilled to host a Parker Song Contest, as well as a live stream and special concert series, recognizing his inspiring contribution to the birth of bebop and launch of a brave new style. We all believe in the magic of Bird. Here at AJM, that belief beats in the melodies and hearts of our students and instructors involved in our Jazz Academy ensembles. That belief buzzes between youngsters and parents who dance, play, and scat during our family jazz storytelling hour.
I've been waiting for this all my life, folks. I just have. Okay, you want to do some harder ones? You want to do some harder ones? Oh, I feel like the band's back together. Okay, here we go. Shoot a little deep up, beetle bow. Shoot a little deep up, beetle bow. Shoot a little do 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 do.
That belief bellows on the bandstand between musicians and audiences in our world-famous Blue Room Jazz Club. And yes, that bountiful belief is on full display in the rare soundies and jazz shorts glowing on the screens in our John H. Baker film room. But mostly, we know and believe that when we can bring community and visitors together here at our museum, in our historical gym theater, or here in the Blue Room, we provide a cultural refuge where, much like the music, we see and hear ourselves authentically, transcending barriers and time. After all, jazz music is in the DNA of Kansas City and a major contributor to American music and the world of sound. I believe that music has the ability to heal, teach, nourish, and guide us to a mighty joy through resilience, talent, and resolve. Our jazz innovators modeled this exquisite blueprint for us to follow, and we are incorporating that pulse into future plans here at the museum. We look forward to presenting more contemporary programs and updated exhibitions, improving accessibility throughout the museum and club, expanding our educational and mentorship opportunities, highlighting unseen jewels from our collections, making meaningful multi-generational connections across the music, and growing more sensory digital engagement in person and online. Of course, all of this can't happen without your belief and support. Please consider becoming a member as we move the American Jazz Museum into the future. We are grateful for your fellowship, your followership on social media, and your support through donations, ticket sales, and membership. Please visit our website at www.americanjazzmuseum.org to learn more. If you, like me, believe in the music and our brave new future, join us. A special thank you tonight to our musicians who performed and to all of our VIP guests who joined our pre-show and are participating at home. To our Believe In sponsors, Sally Firestone, UMB Bank, and the KC Jazz Ambassadors, who provided gig grants to our musicians tonight. And to our friends of AJM sponsors, thank you for making this event possible. To all of our supporters, we are so grateful for you. And on behalf of our board of directors, staff, and AJM family, thank you to all of you out there for believing in us as we believe in you.
I'm Sadia, and I'm 17 years old. I was born in Kansas. Both of my parents are immigrants from Pakistan. I have two cultures in my life, basically, main cultures, so when you can put it together, it makes beautiful art.
Every morning finds me moaning. I'm alone and crying the blues. Dukhi dukhi har subah hai hoti. Main akeli hi hamesha roti.
It was really cool because my mom got into it, my grandmother got into it. She really liked that she could understand it, and I feel like that's what it's all about, is making music so that when you understand the poetry and you can understand the lyrics, that means a lot. Yeah, endless gratitude for this program.
Hello, I'm Lisa Alpert from the American Jazz Museum, and I am honored to be standing here tonight with Shay Moore, local radio personality, host of Hot 103 Jam's morning show, motivational speaker, and just an incredible advocate for Kansas City.
Thank you, Lisa. I'm here tonight as a committee member from the American Jazz Museum Board of Directors. It has been my privilege to serve on the planning committee for this event, and what a great night it's been.
Yes, it has. Shay, you have been an incredible advocate for the museum, especially a few months ago when we celebrated our Charlie Parker Centennial. You brought your friends together virtually and in just 1 weekend raised over $1,000. We are so grateful for everything you do. So tell me, why do you believe in AJM?
Well, Lisa, I believe in the power of music to transform lives, especially from youth. For over 100 years, musicians have been performing at 18th and Vine, many of whom grew up to become international jazz legends. I have no doubt that some of the young folks participating in jazz storytelling and KC Jazz Academy are the future Charlie Parkers and Count Basies of our generation.
Is there anything else you'd like to say to close out the night, Shay?
Well, Lisa, I'd like to first thank all of our supporters and sponsors who have helped make tonight a success. To our Believe In sponsors, KC Jazz Ambassadors, who provided grants to all of our local artists performing tonight, and Sally Firestone, thank you for your generous support. To all of our Friend of AJM sponsors that we've recognized tonight, we could not have done this without you. To everyone watching, if you haven't already, please consider becoming a member of AJM. Your support is crucial to supporting young artists and to keeping programs alive that continue to educate and celebrate the role of jazz in our city and our nation's history.
For more information, visit us at americanjazzmuseum.org or use the prompts on the screen to make your commitment now via text. So everyone at home, it's time to get your instruments ready. If you're one of our VIP guests, the moment is here to get that recorder out of your basket. And don't worry if you don't have one. You can still participate by finding anything around your house to use as our drum beat.
Hi everybody, I'm going to be teaching you C Jam Blues on the recorder. There are 2 basic notes that you need to learn, G and C. So G is your thumb on the thumb hole, first finger on the first hole, second finger on the second hole, third finger on the third hole. That is G. C is your thumb on the thumb hole and your middle finger on the second hole. So I'm going to ask you guys to play along with me and my accompanist Charles Williams to play C Jam Blues.
Thank you for joining us for Believe in AJM. On behalf of me, Mary Lou, Benny, and Basie too, this is the Kansas City Sound. Thank you to our local musicians, to our national musicians, to all of our supporters and donors for making this event a great success. Because you believe in us, we believe in you. Thank you.